Alagang Amoso, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang Amoso. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw po at welcome pong muli sa Alagang Amosup, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o AMOSUP at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan po natin ang iba't ibang mga programs and welfare services ng AMOSUP para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating union. Tinatalakay din po natin ang mga napapanahong issue tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng ating magigiting na Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers, ang ating mga modern-day heroes. Ang Alagang Amosup ay napapakinggan sa mga shortwave frequencies na 9.920 MHz, 12.120 MHz at 15.190 MHz. Sumasahim papawidin po ang ating programa sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Special shoutout po syempre sa mga miyembro ng Amosup at sa lahat ng mga Pilipino at Pilipinang mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakatutok sa atin.
Alagang Amoso, dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Welcome po muli sa isa na namang makabuluhan at nakaka-inspire na episode ng Alagang Amosup. This June, we joined the global maritime community in celebrating the Day of the Seafarer on June 25 po yan. A special occasion that honors the dedication, resilience, and the invaluable contribution of Filipino seafarers who keep the world moving through shipping. According to the International Maritime Organization or IMO, the aim of this year's campaign is not only to recognize the contribution of seafarers but also to acknowledge the risks and sacrifices behind it. Kaya naman ang campaign theme ngayong 2026 ay Carrying World Trade, Carrying the Risks. Today, we're honored to be joined by one of the young faces of the next generation of Filipina seafarers. Ayan, celebrate lang po natin last month ng International Day for Women in Maritime, kaya nakaka-excite po itong guest natin ngayong araw. She is a graduate of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific or MAAP, a proud cadet of the IMEC Cadetship Program, and now serves as a third officer on board a Columbia ship management vessel. She was also recently recognized as Cadet of the Year by the Columbia Group for her outstanding dedication and excellence during her cadetship. Beyond her achievements, she is passionate about promoting safety, inclusivity, and continuous learning, and hopes to inspire more young Filipinos or Filipinas, yan, especially the women nga, to pursue a career in the maritime industry. Today, we'll hear about her journey, the realities of life at sea, and her perspective as a young female officer in an industry that continues to evolve. Let us all welcome to Alagang Amosup, Third Officer Martina Claire Caditan, or Claire. Hi.
Good afternoon po.
Ayan,
Good afternoon everyone, and sa lahat ng nanonood, and to my fellow seafarers, good afternoon.
Ayan. A breath of fresh air si Claire, ano? Nakakatuwa naman. Another young Filipina seafarer graced our invitation dito po sa Alagang Amosup. Thank you so much for joining us, Claire. Ayan. So, can you share us, Claire, lagi namin itong tinatanong pag meron kami mga guests dito na members ng Amosup, no? Ikwento mo lang sa amin kung ano yung naging journey mo sa maritime industry. Ba't ka nag-decide na pasukin na ang traditionally male-dominated na maritime industry?
So I started my maritime journey when I was 18 years old when I first entered the academy in the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. And then I started to sail at sea when I was a cadet at around 20 years old. Mm-hmm. And that was my first time sailing on board. Mm-hmm. For me, it's at first, seafaring is not my first passionate dream.
Really?
Yes po. At first po talaga is gusto ko pong maging painter. But then, since pandemic that time, I realized po na I had to provide for my family, and doon ko po na-discover yung MAAP, yung opportunity na binigay ng MAAP. Since once entering in that academy, you already have a company that was given to you, and after you graduated, you already have a job. So for me, I prioritize my family first and to be able to provide for them. But then when I started sailing, I was hesitant at first because I was just a female, a small female, honestly. But then when I started doing those jobs, those challenging, I think I became more independent when I was there. So, ang dami ko pong na-discover sa sarili ko, both professionally and personally. I get to travel to different places, and I discover a lot. And of course, yung comfort zone ko po, na-challenge po siya each day. That's why, ito po talaga yung pinili kong job.
It's very rewarding,
Thank
no?
you po.
It's a very rewarding
Yes po.
career for you. And talagang motivation talaga is family.
Yes, family first po.
Pero syempre, yung passion mo sa painting, pwede mo pa rin yan i-pursue. While on board, alam ko, the best sunsets are at sea, no?
Yes
Can be
po.
witnessed at sea. Pwede mong ipagpatuloy.
Actually, yun
painting
po
mo.
yung isa sa mga hobbies ko on board.
Oo.
Pag free time po, walang magawa yun.
O baka pwede mong i-share sa Museo Mandaragat natin. Alam mo, may museum tayong sarili sa ating Sailors Home 3. Pwede natin i-feature yung mga works mo. O, di ba?
Opo.
So, yung nakakatawa na ang inspiration, motivation mo talaga yung family mo.
Yes.
Ilan ba kayo magkakapatid?
3 po, and ako po yung panganay. So, yun po.
Kaya talagang yung yung naging defining point para piliin yung maritime industry was really your family.
Yes
May
po.
seaman ba or seawoman ba sa
Actually,
family?
I was the first one to be the seafarer in our family.
Really? Nakakabilib naman. Babae pa talaga.
Nung una po, hesitant sila na, babae ka pa, tapos magbabarko ka. Parang hindi po sila makapaniwala, especially yung mga extended family ko. Kasi kahit po sa malalayong family namin, hindi po talaga nila pinursu yung seafaring career. So, ako lang po talaga yung una na nag-try nun.
And I'm sure they're very proud of you now.
Yes po.
Tsaka yung mga extended family mo, I'm sure nakikita nila na you're the pride of your family.
Thank you
And
po.
You really lived up to their expectations, your own expectations of yourself, and there's just so many more possibilities from here. No? So, recently, one of your greatest achievements as a young female officer is yung recognition sa'yo as Cadet of the Year by the Columbia Group. Again, congratulations sa achievement
Thank you
na
po.
to. No? Nakaka-proud talaga. So, ano yung what did it take for you to reach this point? Ano yung mga naging challenges? Paano mo na-overcome yung challenges na yon? I-share mo sa amin.
For me, having this award as Cadet of the Year, it's more than a blessing for me. But still, I think it has a purpose. I know everything happens for a reason, and may binigay si Lord na way kung bakit ako nilagay na as Cadet of the Year. Maybe to inspire other people, or maybe share my experiences and to pay it forward to those who inspire me also. Because I am not here today as a third officer or anything that I've achieved in life without the people who supported me along the way. So, honestly, when I was a cadet, kung babalikan ko po yung cadet years ko back then, it was a tough road for me. I had to face a lot of people, a lot of pressure. I had to go out to my comfort zone, and might as well as there were some people or there were external voices that may hinders you. Some may say that maybe hindi mo kaya yan, or baka mas better if inshore job ka na lang magtrabaho unlike sa sea. But then, for me, it's a calling and a purpose. That's why I always remind to myself that for me, I will not hear any voices, external voices. I'll just listen to myself. As long as I enjoy my job, as long as I'm safe working at sea, I'm still continuing and pursuing this journey throughout the head of time. Yun po.
Wow, nakaka-inspired, nakaka-move yung sharing kasi talagang yan ang common challenges ng mga kababaihan sa maritime industry. Syempre, the pressure, and it really takes strength, no? Strength of mind, strength of heart to endure that kind of pressure on board.
Yes po. Sometimes po, you have to do twice or thrice as men because you have to prove that you can do that job. So, yun po yung masasabi ko as a female seafarer.
And you're doing very well right now. You're a remarkable young woman. And
Thank you.
I'm sure na-prove mo through the challenges, nahulma ka, nahubog ka, mas tumibay ka, di ba? And gaya nga sabi ko kanina, there's so much possibilities ahead of you. Ayan. So, this year's Day of the Seafarer theme is Carrying World Trade, Carrying the Risks. As someone who has experienced life on board, what does this message or this theme mean to you personally?
For me, I think the message right now that carrying the risk, I think it is essential to know for all the people around here that seafaring is not just about a high salary job. It has a purpose because the world cannot move without shipping. Without the seafarers working at sea, we cannot deliver goods. We cannot provide cargos and other necessities around the world. So I think being a seafarer is being a contributor as a part of ever-growing change in the world. So for me, mahalaga po talaga yung nagiging role ng seafarer because may kaakibat itong responsibilidad. And bukod po doon, bukod sa responsibilidad na kaakibat nito, maraming risk na unexpected uncertainty na aming finiface bukod sa harsh weathers, sa like nangyayari ngayon na wars, maraming mga factors na kakaharapin because of the sacrifice for the family, for able to provide for ourselves. So that's why being a seafarer becomes a hero for me also.
Tsaka not only the external risks,
Yes.
pati internal, syempre
Yes,
the
the
mental
mental
wellness,
health.
yung workload mo and the fact that you're away from the family. Although we know naman may mga available ways na to communicate with them constantly, but still, you're physically away from them. So may
Yes.
ganun pa ring internal pressure, no?
Opo.
So, as a young deck officer, what are some of the realities of life at sea that people rarely see or appreciate?
Actually, to be honest, seafaring is not for everyone. We have our own purpose. We have different paths that we need to take in life. But for me, as I realize going on board, that some realities at sea, most people were not grateful because they just looking at the brighter side of being a seafarer, the high demands of the high salary that they may receive from their seafarer. But for me, I think po na hindi po nakikita ng lahat kung ano yung sacrifices na binibigay ng every seafarer sa kanilang pamilya para lang makapag-provide yung homesickness na nararanasan ng every seafarer, yung challenge na kinakaharap sa bawat voyages na aming tinatahak at sea, and of course yung responsibility na sa bawat work ng every seafarer na hindi lang siya basta trabaho lang because there has a purpose on it. And if you compromise safety or it may affect your mental health because of some small problems or small issues, it might really affect the whole system on board. Because if one person on board is not doing well, all crew on board on the ship might be affected. So I think for me, unhealthy environment on board, a good crew, yung magandang samahan po on board, yung good supportive environment po is very essential po talaga para magkaroon ng maayos and safe na paglalayag at sea.
Napakahalaga, no? And yun nga, kasi syempre, the public only sees yung very limited kasi yung knowledge
Yes po.
mo. We don't see what's happening in, yung sa 24/7, 'di ba?
Yes,
Sa loob
the long
ng
hours.
the long hours, yung exhaustion na nararanasan ng mga
The
physical
silent battles.
the silent battles, syempre, yun nga, gaya ng sabi mo, hindi naman everyday na parang 100% ka hindi ba?
Yes.
There will always be days na you feel na parang you need to take a rest, pero may times talaga na sa sobrang demanding ng mga responsibilidad sa barko, you don't really get that kind of a pause that
That's
you
right.
would want. Pero because you're working with a crew, with a team, and 24/7 ang operasyon sa barko, you really have to deliver.
Yes.
Diba? No matter what it takes.
You have to show up.
You have to show up every single
Yes.
day. At
No
saka,
matter what.
No matter what. At saka hindi naman yan gaya ng ibang trabaho, lalo na sa lupa, na predictable yung working hours
Yes.
mo. Sometimes kalagitnaan ng tulog mo, maantala. Lalo na pag
Tama.
bad weather. Naka-experience ka na ba ng
Yes
ganon?
po, opo.
Ng bad weather? What was that experience like, and saan yun?
Actually, most of the times I've encountered bad weather because we're always navigating at Biscay and English Channel. So, all my contracts were always like that. So, even though it always on my duty.
Nasa tapat.
Yes. So, even though it's like that, I need to show up. So, yun po. Nare-remind ko na lang po yung sarili ko na kakalma din yung dagat. At may time din naman na magiging kalmado ang lahat. Parang sa dagat lang po, kino-compare ko lang din po yung life ko sa dagat na may time na minsan maalon, may time na kalmado. So, you just have to keep showing up and keep going because paulit-ulit lang naman yung cycle. Kailangan mo lang i-endure at kailangan mo lang mapagdaanan yung mga yun para din mag-grow ka.
Ang ganda nun Ang ganda nun. I'll keep that in mind. Kasi syempre, yun nga, parang buhay, tama ka, minsan maalon, pero may katapusan din yung alon.
May
Magiging
may
kalmado
calm
rin.
seas din po.
May calm seas din. Ang
Yes.
ganda nun I'm sure our viewers are also taking note of your mga quotable quotes. Claire, ayan, ang ganda naman ng mga sinishare mo sa amin. And nakakabilib kasi kahit na sa edad mo, no, kahit young officer ka pa, ganun na yung mindset mo. Hindi ka, alam mo yun, kasi may iba na, ayoko na, parang ang hirap, di ba?
Actually, may times din po.
Oo.
May times din po, hindi naman po all the time na na 100, kagaya po ng sabi nyo na 100% always motivated, always inspiring. There were times po talaga na parang gusto mo nang sumuko, na parang merong mga times na parang may mga challenges ka na pang akala mo hindi mo kayang lagpasan. But then again, time will pass and you will surpass those things. So, maybe may mga bagay na gusto tayo na mangyari. And for me, I think it's just a redirection, just like in sea, when we're navigating. Pag bad weather, syempre, kailangan mong mag-redirect sa other way para hindi ka mapasama lalo. So, maybe if i-compare natin sa buhay, maybe minsan binibigyan tayo ni Lord ng redirection para mas ma-okay yung pupuntahan natin in life.
Ang ganda. Pwede maging preacher si Claire. Hindi kasi totoo. I'm really being moved by your words.
Yes po.
Kasi hindi lang siya applicable sa barko. Applicable
Yes.
siya sa bawat mamamayang Pilipino. Lalo na during these times na talagang daming mga challenges na kinakaharap ng ating bansa, na yung mga
Yes.
kababayan natin. Hindi madali ang buhay, hindi ba?
True.
Pero tama yung sinasabi mo na yung mga pagsubok na kinakaharap natin is perhaps just a redirection.
Yes.
Para sa plans ni God. I see that you're a very spiritual young woman. Is that also one of your yung mga one na nagmo-motivate sa'yo sa pag nasa barko ka, pag may
Yes.
pinagdadaanan ka? Your
Opo.
faith.
Yes po.
So, I'm sure that being a woman, no, yung experiences mo na humubog sa'yo bilang babae, I'm sure na maraming nakaka-relate na mga young women natin na gustong sundan yung mga yapak mo. Every time we feature a woman seafarer na talagang very empowered, very insightful, gaya mo, lagi kong tinatanong, ano ba yung maipapayo mo sa mga aspiring young women seafarers natin, or yung mga nagbabalak pa lang, yung kinoconsider nila parang gusto ko rin mag-maritime industry. What do you think, okay, number one, ano yung expectation, yung aasahan nilang buhay? Number two, ano yung tips mo sa kanila para ma-endure nila kung ano man yung mga posibleng challenges na kaharapin nila and to be successful just like you?
For me po, honestly, I will not sugarcoat anything. Mahirap po talaga ang pagiging seafarer. Bukod sa nakikita lang nila yung brighter side for the high salary and traveling around the world. Pag nandun ka na po mismo sa yapak na yon, when you start your career as a maritime, you need to develop the resilience, the discipline around within you. For me, although mahirap maging seafarer, mahirap siya, pero I will always look at the internal calling within you. If you think for yourself na parang may calling ka na, ay parang gusto ko to, at alam ko sa sarili ko na kaya ko naman, then why don't you just listen to others na ay hindi mo yan kaya? So instead na makinig ka sa iba for the external voices, ganun, just do as best as you can. Hindi naman pagalingan sa buhay, hindi naman pabilisan maging opisyal, or hindi naman na kailangan magaling ka kaagad sa isang bagay. Magsisimula ka sa umpisa. Kailangan mong matutunan na magkamali. Marami kang matututunan along the way. Maraming pagkakamali na kailangan mong matutunan para mas lalo kang humubog. And for me, as being a seafarer, I think na yung life ko ngayon is just life learning journey. Hindi natatapos sa pagiging opisyal lang or sa pagiging successful working at sea. But then I had to strive harder. I have to learn many things also. And those mistakes na nangyari from the past, since I was a cadet, since I was just starting in my maritime journey, it will help me build my career more to learn from those things. So for me, if you really wanted become a seafarer, whether or you're a young female or man, I think you just listen to yourself and do the as best as you can, because you should not, for me, I will not compare myself to others. I'll just do as best as I can without looking the other people, or just kaya ko lang ginagawa to para ma-praise ng official ko or para lang mabigyan ng gantong award. For me, hindi yun yung pinaka-goal ko. As long as masaya ako sa ginagawa ko, and as long as nag-go out ako from my comfort zone, I learn many things, and as well as to pay it forward, to pay the kindness, also to pay the learnings and skills that I have on board, I'm happy and contented with who I am today. Yun po.
Oh, standing ovation. Yeah. Hindi, kasi totoo, no, na minsan mas matututo ka pa sa pagbangon mo eh.
Yes po.
Diba? Hindi naman laging highs, hindi naman laging
Yes.
rainbows, butterflies, or praises, lagi. There will always be times na may mga pagsubok ang pagdadaanan. And sometimes, yung the way na pagbangon mo sa pagkakadapa, doon ka mas titibay, hindi ba?
Yes po.
Doon ka mas lalakas.
Opo.
At doon mo mas makikilala yung sarili mo, mas ma-uncover yung strengths mo as a person. Ayan.
Yes po.
Ang dami nating napipick up kay Claire sa ating episode ngayon. At syempre, in celebration of the Day of the Seafarer, we honor young officers, not just young officers, but mga Filipino seafarers in general all over the world. And we are inspired na yung mga young blood gaya ni Claire ay may ganitong insightful, may ganitong puso, may ganitong kapasidad na pangalagaan at mas payabungin pa yung kanyang career, no, at mas maka-inspire pa ng ibang mga young seafarers na gustong sumunod sa mga yapak ni Claire. Talagang hindi nag-sugarcoat, totoo, no? Yung realidad talaga ng buhay sa barko ay hindi madali.
Yes po.
Pero as long as alam mo yung North Star mo, as long as alam mo yung direction mo, yung motivation mo sa puso mo, yung inspirasyon mo, yung pamilya mo, go lang ng go.
Yes po. Opo.
So, in a few years, I'm sure you're going to be a captain, no?
I hope so.
And yung industriya ngayon, nakikita natin na andun yung effort really to create policies, to make waves of change, to accommodate, to inspire more women to join the workforce. But what do you think can the industry in general do to have more interest among women to join the maritime industry, especially in the age of AI, of digitalization, decarbonization?
For me po kasi, I think a supportive environment can really contribute to every person's success. So for me, ang maiko-contribute po ang suggestion ko po to contribute for the industry is having a supportive environment for every female seafarers, also for the seafarers to have a mentorship programs, and also to provide informations, and also to share every stories, because minsan po talaga, or most of the time, every person's stories can contributes to every person's success also. So for me, the one that I look forward to is the one yung mga naging successful din po in life. So I'm grateful din po na nakamit din po ako along the way ng mga taong makakatulong sa akin to contribute in my career. So for me, ang maisasuggest ko lang po is, yun nga po, is encouragement and supportive environment.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Claire. And of course, sa AMOSUP, meron tayong
Yes.
AMOSUP Women, yung Women Making Waves natin. I don't know if naka-attend ka sa MAAP.
Opo, yes po.
Naka-attend
Most
ka?
of the time.
Women Making Waves. We really try to encourage, to empower young women like Claire through our union's initiatives for diversity, equity, and inclusion, to really to have the strength of mind, of heart, to take on any challenges at sea, no? To pursue a career, to pursue your maritime career hanggang sa maging kapitan ka, hanggang sa maka-inspire ka pa ng more young women to follow in your footpath. Ayan, thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you
Finally,
po.
ano na lang ang message mo sa ating mga, hindi lang sa mga kababaihan, dahil Day of the Seafarer, we celebrate all of the seafarers all over the world, and our Filipino seafarers all across the world. Ano na lang mensahe mo, Claire?
For me, for every seafarers in the world, I salute you all, because every seafarer has every sacrifices that they have, not just for their family, but for also contributing in the global economy. So for me, I would say that if you really wanted this job and you really love this job, just keep moving, and just for me, being safe on board, and as long as you do the best as you can, you're also winning in life. So that's all po.
Ayan, thank you, Claire. Truly, you're a woman making waves.
Thank you po.
We're so proud of you. Thank you for joining us. Ayan, sa inyong mga screens po, nandiyan naman ang mga detalye ng AMOSUP Contact Center o ACC para sa mga service units ng AMOSUP. Andiyan po ang telephone, mobile sa Globe and Smart natin. Paalala lamang po, para sa tawag lamang po ang mga numero na yan sa inyong mga screens. Pwede nyo rin po i-like at i-follow ang AMOSUP Official Facebook page at AMOSUP Official Facebook group para po sa updates ng ating union. And sa AMOSUP Official YouTube channel naman po, ina-upload natin ang mga episodes natin dito sa Alagang AMOSUP. At para naman po sa mas marami pang impormasyon tungkol sa ating mga service units, mga programa at projects, mga initiatives po ng ating Union, ng AMOSUP, punta lamang po kayo sa www.amosup.org. Sa gitna po ng patuloy na tensyon sa Middle East, mayroon din tayong nakatalagang AMOSUP Help Desk para sa inyo. Maaari po kayo makipag-ugnayan sa helpdesk@amosup.org para sa anumang katanungan o tulong na inyong kailangan. Katuwang din po natin ang Department of Migrant Workers at ang International Transport Workers Federation upang tiyakin ang kaligtasan, kapakanan at karapatan ng bawat Pilipinong mandaragat. Para sa agarang tulong at komunikasyon, narito po ang kanilang mga contact details sa inyong mga screens. Ang DMW Kumusta Kabayan at ang ITF Seafarers Support. Muli maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin sa Radyo Pilipinas na si Miss Susan Aison, Milo Jonella, Jay Arevalo, Hero Lucero, Erwin Peñano, Justin Osayas at ang ating kaamusup na si Shane Lontok. Maraming salamat Third Officer Martina
Thank
Claire
you.
Kaditan.
Thank
It's
you
so
din
good to
po
have
for
you
inviting this.
on our show. Thank you so
Opo.
much. And happy Day of the Seafarer sa
Thank
iyo.
you po.
Salamat for sharing with us your inspiring, your moving journey. Behind every ship that sails across the oceans are dedicated men and women who work tirelessly. At sa mga kabataang nangangarap maging bahagi ng maritime industry gaya ni Claire, lalo na sa ating mga kababaihan, naway magsilbing inspirasyon ng kwento ni Third Officer Claire. Patunay siya na sa pamamagitan ng sipag, disiplina at pagsisikap, anumang pangarap ay kayang maabot. At higit sa lahat sa ating mga Pilipino at Pilipinang mandaragat na kasalukuyang naglalayag sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Happy International Day of the Seafarer po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong walang sawang dedikasyon, katatagan at sakripisyo. Kayo po ang mga unsung heroes, ang modern day heroes ng global trade. At dahil sa inyong serbisyo, patuloy na umiikot ang ekonomiya at naihahatid ang mahahalagang produkto sa buong mundo. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng miyembro at dependents ng AMOSUP na siyang inspirasyon, ang puso ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating union. Atin din pong subaybayan ang programang Alagang AMOSUP sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Simbulan at ito po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.